Hi, I'm Chris Kepler, and welcome to Does This Happen to You? I'm an actor, voice actor, audiobook narrator, and writer. I love telling and sharing stories about the strange experiences my friends and I have while doing mundane things like grocery shopping. That's why this podcast features funny stories from fantastic writers about our daily anomalies, a micro audiobook about life and befuddlement just for you. Our story this week is from White Feather, who you'll find on medium.com. And here is Rabbits, Children, and an Old Man, the makings of a world movement. It has been around 2 months since I first started incorporating earthing into my early morning spiritual practices. It has been a game changer. The results have far exceeded my wildest expectations. But I have already elucidated the mechanics, meaning, importance, and benefits of earthing, grounding, in a few previous posts, so I will not reiterate. Instead, I just want to share 2 incidents that happened over the last week during my pre-dawn earthing activities. My favorite place to go for earthing has become the expansive lawn in front of the elementary school a block away from where I live. Not only is there plenty of grass to walk barefoot on, but there are some lovely trees for hugging, another powerful form of grounding. The place also affords a halfway decent view of the sunrise at this particular time of year. As I get to the school, I take off my flip-flops and hold them in my hand as I begin walking barefoot on the grass. I walk in a large, loopy, clockwise circular pattern around the lawn a few times, stopping to hug all the trees. If anyone is watching, I'm sure they must think that I'm a mental patient recently escaped from the closest mental institution. Thankfully, it's very early in the morning, before sunrise, and there are not many people out and about. I will then stop in either of a couple perfect spots and drop the flip-flops on the ground as I do some meditation. I do this twice, once facing the moon, if it is still in the sky, and once facing the horizon where the sun comes up. I try to feel the planet under my naked feet as intensely as I can. Meditating while barefoot on the ground outdoors is approximately 839 times more intense than meditating on the carpet in one's living room. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago I realized I was not alone. As I began my earthing one morning, I noticed the cutest little bunny rabbit sitting in the grass at one end of the lawn. I, of course, verbally said hello to the rabbit. To not do so would be rude. I proceeded with my earthing, careful not to get too close to the rabbit and scare it away. With only its head and eyes moving, the bunny rabbit sat there and watched me do my earthing. When I left, I said goodbye to the rabbit. The next morning, the bunny rabbit was right there in the exact same spot. Again, it just sat there watching me do my earthing. And again, the next day, the rabbit was there again in the very same spot. For a week, the bunny was right there every morning waiting for me to come and greet it, then do my earthing. It somehow made the earthing experience even more joyful. But then one morning, everything changed. With the darling bunny rabbit watching me, I had just finished my final meditation when I heard a screen door slam shut. Looking in the direction of the sound, I saw that someone in one of the homes across the street from the school had let out their dog for it to perform its morning ablutions. It was a very big, mean-looking dog. When the dog spotted me across the street, it immediately began running full speed toward me, growling and barking. What I do when a dog is running toward me to attack me is to stomp my foot on the ground, point my finger at the dog, and then yell, "Go home!" Surprisingly, it almost always works. I was about to do this when the dog spotted the rabbit in its peripheral vision, and it veered away from me and began running toward the rabbit. The rabbit immediately began hopping away. While the rabbit was fast, the dog ran even faster. It was